there to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Live tonight from Spirit Lake High School, Metro Sports TV and CF Industries is proud to present live high school football as the 4th-ranked Spirit Lake Indians will go against arch rival ELC here on a beautiful night For football, Metro Sports TV is a leader in live high school sports streaming across the Midwest, now featured in Sioux City, Sioux Falls, Des Moines, and now the Lakes region. And you can always watch Metro Sports TV on demand wherever you may be. Choose whatever device you may use to stream. Find Metro Sports on YouTube, online with our tremendous partners at KCAU Channel 9, KSFY Channel 13 in Sioux Falls, Premier Communications, and on Fox Sports Radio. For the best in live televised high school sports, watch Metro Sports all season long. Hi, everybody. This is Pat Schultz, and this is the Central Bank pregame show as we get set what we believe will be a terrific football game on a perfect evening for high school football. Joining me tonight is our producer, engineer, call him what you may, or even going to do some color tonight, Mr. Rob Maynard. And Rob, always exciting to watch this explosive Spirit Lake Indian football team.
Yeah, looking forward to it. A good game up here. And, of course, one of the top teams in 2A, as you mentioned there. And, real good football. They've got a good product on the field. And ELC looking for the upset. And you never know when they get the ball in the air and see what happens.
Well, ELC certainly has been tested. We looked at their schedule, and goodness sakes, have they played a who's who in top football teams around Northwest Iowa. We'll talk about that a little more. We're going to go on the Central Bank pregame show. We're going to talk to the head coach of Spirit Lake, Coach Josh Beloit, his 16th season at Spirit Lake, and boy, does he have a football team. Coach Josh Beloit.
Right now, joining us now on the Central Bank pregame show is the head coach of the Spirit Lake Indians, ranked number 4 in Class 2A and moving up with that explosive offense. Coach Josh Beloit. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Great. Your team moving into midseason now. Are they healthy?
Yeah, we're relatively healthy. We're doing well that way, so it's good.
Absolutely. You talked about before the season, and you've been talking about it during the season, your senior leadership. You have really got to be happy with that senior class.
Yeah, just really happy with how they prepare, how they treat each other, how they treat their teammates, how they work. Obviously, they're a really talented group. You can have talented groups that don't work hard and don't treat people well, and these guys do all of it well. And so I'm just really proud of them. They're fun to be around, and they expect great things from themselves and their teammates.
Coach, we know you spend more time with game preparation, but us media guys, we like to go look at stats. And you have a lot of state leaders in offense. These kids have just been explosive. Did you think it would be this good?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've watched this group develop, and I knew these guys had the ability to be great. I mean, they prepared to be great, and they had a great season last year. And, a lot of them were state leaders last year as juniors. So, yeah, I mean, I knew they could do that. Our tandem running backs is running really, really hard and really physical. Obviously, Kate's having a phenomenal year. Our receiving core is really difficult to defend, so Dylan and Ethan are doing a great job. And just our O-line's just really come a long ways, too, And so, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised by it. I'm excited by it, and I'm proud of our kids.
Coach, going into this game against ELC, you have a little run of them, kind of flipping back and forth between you two programs, but it seems like you have a big advantage this year. How do you go about looking at that?
The same way we go about every week this year is how do we get better? How do we be our best team possible that we can be on Friday night? Obviously, we game plan for the team we're playing, but it comes down to how do we control the things we control, our effort, our attitude, our preparation, and those kind of things. And I mean, I think our guys had a great week of preparation and practice. I expect them to come out with great energy and effort. And, we have a lot of respect for Estherville. They're a talented program. They got great athletes. And now we just got to go out and play our best.
Yeah, back in the 80s, they had a real great athlete. Early 80s, I'll say. that is my hometown, Coach. I
get you.
So, anyway, Coach, best of luck to your football team. So happy to have you guys on Metro Sports. Getting a lot of fanfare throughout the state with your high explosive football team.
Well, thanks a lot. I really appreciate you guys. So.
Okay, we'll see you on Friday night. Coach Josh Beloit. Okay, Coach Josh Beloit on the Central Bank pregame show. We'll be back right after this.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
I'm ready if you want. Welcome back to Spirit Lake. Tonight's football game is presented by CF Industries. CF Industries provides clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Find your next career at CF Industries, as tonight's game presented by CF Industries. Their mission at CF Industries is to provide clean energy. As we get set for tonight's football game, as this high-powered, fourth-ranked Spirit Lake Indian football team will take a hard-tested ELC football team. The key, we talked to the Vern keys of the game, Rob. Coach Beloit, is very steadfast and play to your potential. And when you're a heavy favorite like that, one of the keys of the game from Vern is to play to your potential.
Yeah, I think they, each one of these games where you end up on a blowout before and you come into a game like this and, you always talk about the trap game and they know what they got. They have a good, hard week of practice, according to Coach Beloit there, and, their noses to the grindstone and they see the goal further out than just tonight, so it's a stepping stone according to what they're going to do. So they, you don't want to overlook anybody, and of course ELC looking in to make the big upset.
And the second key to the game brought to you by Vern Motor Cars. Get off to a quick start. If you're a heavy favorite, you want to get that other team thinking they can't do it. You don't want to let them hang around.
Yeah, I think that's one of the keys with this explosive offense of Spirit Lake is get off to a great start, and I think that's one of those things that they really are attempting to do is get off quickly, score quick, get the defense on the heels or the opposing team on the heels, and away they go.
And Coach Beloit, he is very, when he talks about execution, the third key, Vern key to the game is for his football team to execute like they can.
Yeah, I mean, they know what they've got. He said that you asked him in that interview if he was caught off guard a little bit by what they've put out there so far, and basically he said no, it's what he expected because of the talent level that they have, and he knows what he has for a team. He's been with them forever, and they, obviously from the youth on up, and they're just been a real building program.
Talked to a couple of fans up here earlier as they came up for a little visit. They want a rematch with West Lyon, and we said so did Metro Sports. Imagine that football game here tonight. Spirit Lake ranked number 4 in Class 2A. Only loss was to number 1 3A Algona, a common opponent with Estherville. Estherville gave up a pretty tough fight against a very good Algona team, losing 34-15.
Yeah, Estherville's been up and down the board. They played a gauntlet of teams, and of course that game, they were right there. I mean, the stat line, I'll put up a stat line here shortly, and you can take a look at it, Pat, on the screen. But it's one of those things that, stat-wise, it doesn't look that they've comparable, as you can see it on the screen here. A lot of things coming in today don't look even. But when you throw it out there on the field, a lot of things change.
Opening loss for the ELC to OABCIG. Did I get that right? ABCEFD. Very good football team. They lost 47-20. Then they played a very good Emmetsburg football team, losing 34-0. Then Algona, in the third game of the season, played pretty well on the road. Had a tough loss to Okoboji, nicked up by some injuries in that game. And then just last week, coming off a win over Clarion Goldfield Downs. Boy, I got to get used to these towns, but I'm doing pretty good, aren't I?
Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, so a big win last week, have some momentum. Coach Chad Rezak, he's had a couple playoff football teams. He thinks he can hang around a little bit with this explosive Indian football team.
Yeah, I think that they know what they've got, and they're not going to come in here thinking that they can't win this ball game. So they do have the talent in there. We've seen it. You see the rushing yards and the passing yards, which is pretty comparable across the state. Of course, here at Spirit Lake, that's been offset a little bit, but one of the things going, they're pretty balanced, rush and pass. So you never know what you got coming.
Well, there's some playmakers all around the field, and just not the Stecker boys, as we know they're very good, leading the state in receptions and TDs. Quarterback Cade Lunt leading the state in touchdown passes, second in yardage. These guys put up big numbers. The two tailbacks we really like, Bode Higgins and one of our favorite players, Will Detzworth, a throwback player, if you will. These guys just get it done offensively.
Yeah, they do, and, we talked about this last game we were up here, Steve Marino and I, and if you're picking a player to start with, Ditzworth is right off the top. Just a great battler, and, of course, he's surrounded by other talent, and they're in the skill positions. Just a great offense set, but they play defense to none other.
You bet. They gave up a lot of size to Algona, but Coach Beloit football team, they know how to battle and compete. If you like football, Metro Sports TV is the right place to go. We have 4 games on tonight as number 1 ranked Lincoln is playing Harrisburg in Sioux Falls. Brad Newitt, his crew has that. Steve Marino's over in West Sioux as his team is taking on Maple Valley, and then Mitch McCumber and his group is over at Hinton, and we have football galore, but we're got a big game here tonight as Spirit Lake has won the toss. They have elected to receive, and they will take the kickoff with that explosive offense tonight, led by their quarterback, Cade Lunt. The two tailbacks, Bode Higgins. Higgins 6', 190. Ditzworth 5'11", 190. Bode Higgins, the faster and quicker of the two, while Will Ditzworth, the bigger and stronger of the two, but they are quite a 1-2 punch. Playmakers all over the place for Spirit Lake. J.D. Schneider, who was one of our Metro Sports TV 5 stars this past week with his big football game last week against Okoboji. He'll be at one slot position. The Stecker boys, outstanding athletes indeed, great size, both 6'5". Dylan leads the state in receptions. Ethan leads the state in touchdowns per reception, outstanding both at 6'5" as they look to make the plays. You also have Isaiah McCowan, the junior, who makes play after play. He is back deep as we're getting set for the kickoff, and Friday Night Football started. ELC, a little line drive, knuckleball, goes through the hands of Jazik Miller. He's going to pick it up, find a little crease, breaks a couple of tackles, and does the best to get to this 27-yard line. So Jazik, just a sophomore, exciting player, and he showed it right there. Little inexperience on the catch, but made up with it with a great return.
Yeah, I've seen some of that. Pick it up and go after you bobble a little bit, and, that's not bad starting field position for Spirit Lake.
Lunt, the quarterback, will bring up his football team. Up front, the big boys, you can't have a good offense unless you have a good offensive line. And Nolan Thiesfield, Jackson Knutson, Tyson Robinson, Jasper Robinson, and Ethel Carlson have been awfully good up front for the Spirit Lake Indians as they go into formation. Stecker comes out here to the wide side. They go with a counter, mishandle the football, and drop it as Joey Andres, another playmaker, came by on the fly sweep. Couldn't handle the ball, and a quick loss of 6 yards. So Estherville looking to take the advantage of the loss of 6 on first down. And we talked about execution, and, not good execution on the very first play. So second down, 16 for senior quarterback Cade Lunt, the top passer in Class 2A. He's going to fire it out on a quick swing pass, getting a block up front, but quickly covered up as catching the ball was Isaiah McGowan, and coming up and making the tackle for Estherville nicely. And I'll tell you what, these Estherville, looking at their defensive stats, they have played some pretty good defense. It becomes a game of depth football normally, and that's where they run into a little bit of trouble. So it's going to bring up a big third down right here for Spirit Lake. Lunt, the quarterback, will survey. McGowan on the drive. They're going to run a little belly sweep right up the middle, and not much there for Will Ditzworth. So a good opening stand for ELC.
Yeah, it's good bottle-up defense. They flowed nicely down the line on the early possession, and then that time they just stayed home and tucked the middle under. Fourth and 10. Punting situation.
So a good start for ELC, just as we had thought they would need. Good snap. No wind tonight. High knuckleball going to be fair caught at the 38-yard line. And ELC will be on offense when we come back. This is Metro Sports TV. What on?
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Two. Welcome back. Estherville will have the football to start on their first drive after a very good defensive drive. Little rollout, looking, throwing, and incomplete. Was looking long as number 10 out there, Sincere McMurrin. Outstanding basketball for Coach Nick Grucke's outstanding basketball program. They go big on there as they tried to go big, and they're not holding anything back here early. Leighton Yeager, number 19, the quarterback, and he's more than capable as he fired that one up there. Probably looking for a pass interference. Didn't get it. He has 7 touchdowns on the season. He's also rushed for 5 more as he keeps it on the quarterback draw right there. As Yeager, just a junior, his stats aren't bad. He's thrown for over 600 yards, 7 touchdowns. Has had a little problem with interceptions as he's thrown 6, but juniors will do that. And right now he's facing a long 3rd and 9 against his stout Spirit Lake defense. We talk about their offense, but defensively they've played awful well, especially Ty Robinson and Ethan Carlson up front. They create a lot of pressure, as do the Stecker boy. And there's a snap. We're going to have a legal motion. The ball's going to come back. Ethan Stecker will play that outside linebacker at 6'5", very rangy, very active, and he's a handful over there at that rush end.
Yeah, you got to watch out for him. He's going to seems to always be in the backfield.
As always, a huge crowd here at Spirit Lake. They're excited about their football team, as they should be. And Estherville on that visiting side have a nice crowd as well. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 14. Spirit Lake had a 3rd down and 12, so neither team moving the ball here early in the game. And we're going to have another flag as this one's gotten off to a poor start as poor Leighton Yeager is looking around. He had a nice little Tate White popped open out there on a little bit of a wheel route, but it's going to bring her back. Another false start. And now it's going to bring 3rd and 19. Not what Coach Rezak wanted to start offensively after an outstanding defensive first series.
Yeah, good stand on defense and had really decent field position to start this possession. But now 10 yards of penalties back him up quite a bit and no gain so far on the offense.
So 3rd down, 19, 8:51, just getting underway. Sluggish start for both football teams. Sometimes that happens in football. Yeager looks, has time this time, steps up, throws, ball's intercepted. And look out, he might bring it back. Up to the 27-yard line. Nice interception right there by number 5, Dylan Stecker, who is off to an all-state start. And Dylan makes the play defensively. We're used to seeing him make it offensively. There's an interception right there on the young junior quarterback.
Yeah, it was a great read by him, just keeping home, and went up and picked it off at the top of his jump.
Well, those Stecker boys at 6'5" are hard to throw over, and they can also jump. And right there was gifted to them, and it's going to be 1st down for Spirit Lake. There was a penalty on the play, but the illegal motion is declined by the Indians, and they're going to have 1st down at the 27-yard line. Lunt, the quarterback, will bring it up for their 2nd series. They went backwards in their 1st series. My guess is they're going to put the ball in the hands of Bode Higgins a few times here, the hard-running tailback. Little play-action fake. They go with a quick hitch to the outside, breaking a tackle, breaking a couple of tackles, and jumping out there is Ethan Stecker. And Ethan's going to make the best, going to pick up the better part of 8 yards. First positive play, we believe, but we might have a penalty flag as the white hat is not setting the ball. Well, we're going to have a penalty. So game off to a very sluggish start as illegal shift called on the Indians. And we've had 5 penalties on our last 5 plays. So both teams off to a little bit of a ragged start as they get set here on 2nd down and 14. From his own 34-yard line, another quick hitch to Stecker. Missed tackle. He bounced to the outside. Another missed tackle, and he brings it down to the 10-yard line. So they go with a little longer hitch that time. And Ethan caught it, and boy, he's long and rangy and pretty strong. Going to Iowa State, and he shows his talent there. And that's the first down of the game, just outside the 12-yard line. First down, Indians. Thanks for joining us on Metro Sports. Little Lakes Conference football action. Handoff goes up the middle. Nice play that time by Estherville as Higgins got the call and was cut down nicely by Dylan Petta. And Dylan Petta, we talked about him on the way up. He's having an all-state type of season. One of the state leading tacklers. I believe he's 9th in the state in tackling. He made a nice open field tackle there.
Yeah, he jumped right in there and was able to secure him. And see, about slithered away, was able to pull him down. No gain.
Dylan, a senior, 6 foot, 185 pounds. Nice play there. 2nd down and 10. They're going to go with a double reverse. McCowan's going to get a block from Lunt and walk into the end zone, but we've got a penalty flag thrown by the side judge at about the 7. Normally that means a block in the back. He's got it marked at the 4, and this one may be coming back. Nice little reverse, and it will be coming back. So both teams penalty plagued here early. What do we got going on? Pac-10 officials here or what? Where do these guys come in from? So that's going to bring it back, and the touchdown is disallowed after a nifty-looking play right there. So Spirit Lake will now face a 2nd down and 10 in this explosive spread-type offense that can run and throw. Coach Beloit doing another outstanding job of getting the most out of his players. 2nd down and 11 at the 14. Lunt, high snap, gets it off, gives the ball to Higgins. There's a block, good one. Higgins turns the corner and crashes inside the 3-yard line. Might have picked up himself a first down. Bo Higgins, 6 foot 190, and when he lowers those shoulders, he is a very good runner. That's going to pick up a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 2-yard line for Spirit Lake. Taking advantage of the interception by Dylan Stecker, and it's 1st and goal for the Indians. Averaging 43 points per game. Not too bad, Rob.
No, I mean, they've put up a lot of offense this year, and like I say, explosive players on the skill position.
The lone back is Bo Higgins. They fake the slide. They give the ball to Higgins, and he crashes, I believe, into the end zone. No signal yet as ELC gang tackles him about the 1-yard line. So just short was Higgins, and he'll probably get the football back again to see if he can get it in the end zone. Kendall Malachek made the tackle on that, as well as Liam Brown. Brown has a lot of tackles on the year. 2nd down and goal from the 1. They go with a fly sweep, and walking in the end zone is Bo Higgins, and Spirit Lake leads 6-0, just like that, taking advantage of the interception, and Higgins takes it in on the fly sweep. So the Indians, after failing on their first possession, take advantage of their second, and here on our KCAU instant replay, you get to see Bo Higgins as they collapse the outside. And here he comes right in there. Good blocking. And he walked in as the pulling guard. Was able to walk in the end zone too. Evan Fisher probably said, oh, okay, thank you very much. So kick is up, kick is good, and it's 7-0 when we come back. Spirit Lake with the early lead against ELC. 7-0 is the score as the Indians take advantage of the interception and pop it into the end zone. Well, he actually popped it in a couple of times, but a couple of penalties brought him back. Shout out to Larry Jennis from Primgar watching here tonight as his grandson is playing for the Indians, and see if he can go down and make a tackle right here as the Indians will kick off to ELC. It'll be their second possession as they were hampered by injuries to start on their first series, but we'll get a chance right here. And for Coach Rizak, probably wants to control a little bit, pick up a few first downs, keep this game as close as possible, which is a hard thing to do.
Yeah, in the last possession, ELC didn't do themselves any favor, obviously, by throwing the turnover, but the penalties prior to that were really what hampered them into that position to make that kind of a desperate throw to try and at least get a first down. So they're going to try and want to get a little positive going, get a little momentum, maybe get a couple first downs and try and switch field possession and put the pressure on the Indians.
Well, the junior quarterback, Leighton Yeager, will have to shake off that pick and get things going for ELC, who we said have played a big-time schedule, flying in there and tackle for loss right there.
Lucky to get back on that ball as it slipped out of his hands and because of the defense, but he fell back on it himself.
Evan
Good recovery.
Fisher came flying in there for Spirit Lake and made the tackle. Tyson Robinson also there. Robinson very impressive early in the season as Robinson gets the tackle for loss. Robinson, 6'4", 235, very active in the Algona game when he's given up almost 60 pounds for the guys in front of him, but uses that quickness very well, and you got a taste of it right there. Loss of 8 on the play. And there's another penalty, and this one for Estherville is going to have to shake these off a little bit, or might have an equipment situation instead. Nope, they're going to bring her back. So these officials, I don't know, illegal procedure on ELC. Maybe they're getting paid per flag tonight. We've seen that happen before, haven't we?
Well, I don't know if we've seen them get paid per flag, but we've wondered a number of times.
So that's going to send ELC back even further. Back to their own 7-yard line. Second down, 23. This is danger zone right here for ELC. Again, they roll out and fire, and that one's going to be caught by the cheerleaders, and it's going to bring up a third down and 23. As they like to roll the right-handed quarterback to the left, and those are hard, low percentage passes.
Yeah, that's a really tough deal, especially with the short side of the field. You're rolling him out to his left, right-handed quarterback like that. And we've seen a number of times that turns into a turnover. That time, I think it was probably a wise play just to put it out over here into the track.
Sam Hendrickson, the free safety for Spirit Lake, is way back by his 25-yard line, and that wouldn't even pick up a first down. So big play right here. Yeager looks, going to step up this time, lays it out there, and he's lucky to get that one back. But we another flag down as they were looking for Sincere McMurrin. He was pushed out of bounds. I don't know if they're going to call ineligible receiver or holding on Spirit Lake. If it's holding, it will not give them a first down. Pass interference would. And we're going to call pass interference. So, well, that's going to mark it. They're going to mark it at the 23-yard line. So it's still going to be third down and 8. So again, they look down the left sideline. Nothing there, but mission accomplished. They did get an interference call and get them out from the shadow of their own end zone. Yeager again drops, settles in, throws it over the middle. This one's incomplete. Pass was intended for Tate White. Ball was thrown behind him. And White, the leading receiver, McMurrin, the leading receiver, but White has caught a few balls. Couldn't catch that one. It was behind. Yeager did a nice job of stepping up and firing that one, but thrown behind him, it's going to be 4th down and 8, and Spirit Lake will get outstanding field position. Miller will be hanging back at about his own 45. Now they're going to move him up to around midfield. So no doubt there'll be good field position. Here's a kick. It's a low line drive. Could be returned. Catching the ball at the 40. Miller gets a block, breaks a tackle, and brings it into ELC territory at the 46-yard line. When we come back on Metro Sports, the Indians with a 7-0 lead will have the football and good field position.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Stay tuned after the game for our Wall of Fame player of the game. A lot of Wall of Fame players of the game going out here tonight on Metro Sports. This is one of 4 football games that we're showing tonight. Lunt, the quarterback, going to give a little delayed handoff, sliding up there nicely is Joey Andrus, and one of those playmakers. We haven't even seen Snyder yet get the football, and he slides it up. Good gain on 1st down. Gavin Heister made the tackle for ELC, but after an 8-yard gain on 1st down, Spirit Lake will send all kinds of formations in motion, and they go this way. Lunt looks, steps up, has a man deep down the sidelines, and the ball's caught and knocked out of, nope, they're going to say incomplete. His right foot went out of bounds. Got the left foot in, but his right foot out. And just about a big play right there as Dylan Stecker was there, and Dylan just picked the wrong foot to get down first.
Yeah, he's made a lot of great catches so far this year, and it was right on the edge of the out of bounds line. Great pass by Lunt right there. Only Stecker was going to catch it.
It really was a great pass, and Stecker using that athletic ability. But on 2nd and 2, you can do that. And now Ditzworth comes in at the tailback. They go again with a fly sweep and cutting it up and breaking a couple of tackles. And running it up hard there was Tate Orpin, and Orpin, nice size kid at 6'3", 180. Spirit Lake seems to have a lot of those. Boy, Coach Brown, no wonder he has good basketball teams. They all have that basketball look, but we see it now. These basketball players are now playing split end all over the place in the pros and colleges and making plays just like that, 1st down.
A lot of athleticism on the football field anymore compared to what it used to be.
3 yards in a cloud of dust. Went away in a cloud of dust. Lunt looks. Has a man on a post pattern, and it just overthrows as he waited and he waited. And Ethan Stecker came open late, but just couldn't quite catch that one as Lunt shows that veteran ability. He waited in that pocket nicely.
Yeah, that was a darn nice pass as well, just a little too long.
Little breeze blowing in from the south, but not much. Didn't have effect on there. They'll probably go back to that post pattern again. 2nd down and 10 for Spirit Lake. Up 7-0. Ranked number 4 in Class 2A. There's a little hitch coming to the outside, breaking a tackle, jumping around, gets a 1 block. Looking for another is Joey Andrus. And Joey, the senior, picks up about 6 yards on the play. It's going to bring down. They're going to move it back to the 20-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and a long 5 for Spirit Lake. As the first period churns down to 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Got a couple of drones flying around. Metro Sports drone not working today. Our pilot took his real plane to a football game this weekend. Here's the snap on 3rd and 6. Ditzworth is going to turn the corner, lever his shoulders, and the big guy smashes it for a 1st down inside the 10-yard line, about the 8. So 1st and goal for Spirit Lake. Those black uniforms where we tell every coach We don't mind the black uniforms, but have white numbers. So 1st and goal at the 9-yard line for Spirit Lake, looking for their second score of the evening. Lunt rolls to his right. Ball fakes. Now he's going to tuck it under, go back to his left. Has a convoy that way, but nice play right there by ELC as Brody Olson, a junior, made a heck of a tackle. And if Brody doesn't make it, Lunt goes into the end zone. Great play by Brody Olson.
Just on the shoestring tackle there, as he thought he had daylight around that outside and a field of blockers, but great defensive play right there.
When you start spreading out defenses, boy, things open up, and those open field tackles become very crucial. 2nd down and 9 for Spirit Lake. 4-1 on the season. Opening loss, tough one, 42-40. As again they go to that fly sweep and putting his head down and getting very close to the end zone, and they're going to call it touchdown. So 2nd score of the night for the Indians as they go with that fly sweep, and it's a good one. And that's a touchdown, and the Indians are off and running right now as Bode Higgins scores his 9th touchdown of the season. As they found a little bit of a weakness on the edges, and they're taking advantage of it. A lot of rush in there by ELC, but the kick is up. The kick is good by Will Ditzworth. What doesn't Will do? I see he's one of the leading field goal kickers in the state as well. He knocks that one in, and when we come back, Spirit Lake now leads 14-0, 2:15 to go in your first quarter. You're watching Metro Sports Television.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
14-0 here on Metro Sports TV as the Indians off and running after a slow start their first possession, now making a move and up 14-0. Watch all free live and then on demand on Metro Sports TV on our new YouTube channel, featuring on-demand replays, player coaches interviews, team and player rankings, game predictions, and blogs. Go to YouTube and Metro Sports and go there Tuesday night. We'll be back here in Spirit Lake. Little volleyball action as the Spirit Lake Indian girl volleyball team will take on Spencer. Oh boy, there's a hit and going down at the 18 as they're going to like that on film as Spirit Lake playing physical football here as they come up and make a big hit right there on ELC to set them up. As making that play was Isaiah McQuown, and McQuown, wow, good hit. McQuown, a 6'1", 175-pound junior, and we've seen earlier this year, especially against Algona, how many big plays he would make. Yeah, and your game here a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he was really all over the place 2 weeks ago, and continues to improve weekly.
Yep, 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go as they're going to go for their first run game and trying to get to the outside and picking up, well, getting about to the line of scrimmage this time as not much there. Right there as it's going to bring up 2nd down as Ditzworth was waiting on that play as Cale Shadow got the call, and Cale ran into a host of Indians, tribe of Indians, how do you want to say that? Led by Will Ditzworth, who does just about everything for this football team. Yeager, we're going to have another flag down as this one will be on ELC as they're going to tidy this up a little bit. As another penalty. And those don't help when you're down 14-0. Now it's 2nd down and 14, 1:29 to go.
Yeah, this might be, you want to get this quarter behind you a little bit and get regrouped here in between quarters.
So back behind the sticks goes ELC, and when you're a underdog like this, you do not want to have first and second and even obviously third. Little comeback fire there, but these athletic Indians are all over the play as Sincere McCurran makes the catch, but nothing there. Orphan and J.D. Snyder. First time we've said J.D.'s name tonight, as J.D. makes the tackle for a loss, brings up 3rd and 13. Probably be the final play of the first quarter, unless it's an incomplete pass. So 3rd and 15 for ELC. Spirit Lake has been on a roll after losing to Class 3A number 1 Algona. Again, they look to their left, fires it down the middle. Might have yourself a penalty flag, but they're going to say it wasn't caught as they fired it for Lake Rezek, a junior. Coach's son, he was open, and nice shot fired by Yeager, but close coverage, and it's incomplete. And we'll have a punt attempt right here.
A little bit long on that. He got it a little bit too far out in front, but good defensive coverage there as the defender was flocked all over the receiver.
McQuown and Miller are back inside midfield. So, again, great field position right here. Again, a low line drive. McQuown's going to let this one bounce and takes an Estherville bounce and goes out about the 47-yard line. And when we come back, good field position for the Indians with 6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Empty backfield for Spirit Lake. They're going to look long as we thought, and they're going to go middle screen, and a bunch of blockers in front from McQuown, and he's going to bring it to about the 42-yard line. Going to be short of his first down, and that is going to end your first quarter with your score. Spirit Lake 14, ELC nothing. When we come back, second quarter.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flay-Hardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
We are back. CF Industries presents tonight's football game. CF Industries provides clean energy to feed and fuel the world. And if you're looking for your next career, try CF Industries, as their mission is to provide clean energy for this beautiful country of ours. So second down now and 1, a 9-yard gain for Spirit Lake, as they are leading already 14-0 and have a chance right here. They go again with Higgins. He picks his spot. Now he pops it open. He's at the 20, gets inside the 5. Touchdown, Bode Higgins. Some 43 yards. So Bode is off to a big game. His third touchdown of the night as you watch our KCAU instant replay as they have found room on the perimeter and casually picks his spot and then uses that great speed to blast it into the end zone. And it's 20-0 as Ditzworth, who going to have a tired leg. Well, they're going to go Keegan Ryder is going to kick the extra point. As
Keegan Ryder came in 2 weeks ago and did a lot of the kicking, and a really fine kicker. He showed that his strength, and watch this boot. He'll put it over past the track over there by that red truck.
Just a sophomore. So another penalty on ELC, and Ryder's going to see if he can whack one into Spirit Lake over there, and boy, he does. It's a bomb. Were you here when that kid back, Tommy and Drew Olson, that group from Heelan, that kid kicked that 57-yard field goal with that big win from the South? Couldn't believe it.
I
wish I remember his name, boy. Spirit Lake kid. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Had a huge win and knocked it in. Ryder might do that before his career's over. 21-0 is your score when we come back.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Ryder's kick went out of bounds, and Estherville will have good field position after the penalty and see if they can put together a drive. They've had a couple of nice plays as Leighton Yeager, just a junior, and he's going to be an outstanding quarterback by the time it's all said and done. At the 35-yard line, ELC will have the football. Go to Metro Sports TV, and if you like football, go around our channel tonight. Big game up in Sioux Falls as number 1 ranked Lincoln. Boy, you want to watch a good football team. Watch them. Brad Newitt, his crew has that game with John Gaskins. Here's a snap. They're going to try to run the ball. Not much there as James Richard gets the ball, and the junior runs into Tyson Robinson, and that happens a lot when you play Spirit Lake. And Snyder comes up from his hybrid position, if you will, hybrid between secondary and linebacker, and makes a tackle as this overflow crowd here at Spirit Lake. They're excited about their football team, and I don't blame them as they're awfully good. So second down for ELC. Try to run the ball again up the middle. Nothing there again as Richard, another one of these juniors. Estherville has a lot of juniors playing. It's going to help them for next year if they can. Well, their schedule after this football game gets a little easier as they've played a gauntlet here early in the season.
Yeah, they're taking their bumps and bruises so far, and they're probably going to pick a few more up tonight in this very aggressive Spirit Lake team.
3rd down and 7. Motion is Richard this way. Fire to the outside, and the ball is incomplete. And lucky to get that one back as they tried that little bubble screen. And McMurrin, outstanding basketball player. You can tell he went up to get it, but good coverage by the Indians. You lead 21-0.
A little bit too high on that throw there and having to elevate. He has about at the 40 where he was going to come down with that and need to get to the 45 for a first down. So he's with all that coverage, he wasn't going to get it. And risky play not to get injured on.
I like the arm of Leighton Yeager, and if he decides to work at it, he could be a pretty good quarterback by the time it's all said and done.
Yeah, I like the way he throws the ball.
So, again, probably good field position, but this time it's a booming punt, and that's a good one. And fair caught made by Miller way back at his 23-yard line. So Spirit Lake will have to drive if they want to score. They lead 21-0, 10:22 to go in the second quarter. And the game started off sluggish a little bit, but Spirit Lake seems to be getting it together, Rob, and they have been very impressive.
Yeah, they've been showing what they've got out there, obviously. Just getting the started here in the second quarter, 21 points in the first quarter is pretty much where they started this quarter. Just so far, it's been a dominant performance.
And they can hit you really quick. Lunt, and here they go, up in the air. Dylan Sticker on the deflection as the ball was thrown behind. That's a ball that Dylan seems to come up with as McMurrin was back on the coverage. Probably should have had himself an interception. That ball fluttered a little bit off Lunt's arm. But Dylan was waiting for it off the deflection, and we've seen him make a few of those plays.
Yeah, good athlete, just hang around there and probably sick to his stomach that he wasn't able to come up with that as it fell right into his bread basket a little bit.
Good athletes find a way to make plays, don't they? So they went big on first down, second down and 10. It's been perimeter runs that have really hurt ELC. This time they try to get outside, but nice play that time, and they shut that one down. As big number 67 in there, Liam Brown, the senior. And Liam made a good play right there. They needed that, sending up 3rd and 10. And ELC, if they have any hopes of hanging around, need to make a stop here on 3rd and 13. Not an easy thing to do with all those weapons. Ethan Stecker will be nearest us on your screen. They go stack trips to the left. Dylan Stecker's going to go out wide. Lunt looks that way, rolls, has running room if he wants it, fires a bullet, and Dylan Stecker's going to catch it at the 30, lean forward to the 32, but he's not going to get his first down, and a good stop by ELC.
Yeah, good defense to swarm up, make a nice tackle there. Usually after the catch, Stecker's been very dangerous, so good tackling.
McMurrin on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 2. And normally you can see the hard count. You might see it right here, or they might go with Higgins on a perimeter run. A lot of choices here. They go with a quick fly sweep, cutting up the middle, getting the first down is Tate Orpin. Good blocking and surge up front again by Spirit Lake. Robinson, Carlson, Jasper Robinson made the key block. Jackson Knutson makes a good play, and Nolan Thiesfield up front doing a great job for Spirit Lake, and that's a big 4th down, and that's a lot of confidence in your football team. A long 4th and 2 in your own territory, but they still come through with it. So first down, Spirit Lake. Coach Josh Beloit, what a football coach. Lunt looks, puts it up there, trying to go for it is Dylan Stecker, and he was covered nicely by
triple coverage back here.
Estherville. Yeah, a little too deep zone right there, and it was a good one. As Alex Castillo was back there with great coverage, as was Brody Olson. Nice job. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 as they're trying to go a little bit long. Also back on the coverage was Armani Armstrong, just a sophomore. They're going to look for Armstrong here, and that one's going to fly over Ethan Stecker's head. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Seen that a couple times out of Cade tonight as the ball's floated on him some.
Had a little bit too much, maybe a little breeze behind him there, pushed that a little further out than he wanted.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. They just picked up a 4th and long 2 from their own 38. We'll try to get one right here. Make sure you go to metrosports.tv, check out our website, also our Twitter page. Check out the happenings on Metro Sports. A lot going up at Ditsworth on the delayed draw. The big back turns the corner, knocked out of bounds at the 45. It's going to bring 4th and 5, and they don't even hesitate. I think they're going for it again. So Ditsworth picks up 5, gives them a very manageable 4th down and 5. You normally don't say something like that, but that's what we're saying right here. 4th and 5 for Spirit Lake. Big play for ELC, trying to get off the field, and they would gain great field position. 4th down and 5 for the Indians. From their own 45. Lunt, fly sweep again. Orphan cuts it up the middle, lunges, but I don't think he got his first down. Good play that time by ELC. Coming up there nicely was number 30 to make the play, Tate White, as well as number 32, Cale Shadow. And that's short of the first down, and ELC will take over. Good stand by the defense.
Yeah, a real nice job by the defense there, swallowing up on that comebacker here and flowing with the ball as a defense on the line of scrimmage. The big boys up front did a nice job flowing downhill.
They have a struggle with that play on the outside. Yeah, this time they've made their adjustments and made the play. So 1st down and 10 for ELC, their best field position of the night at the Spirit Lake 47-yard line. In dire need of a big drive. Leighton Yeager, the capable quarterback. Again's going to roll to his left, gets his feet set, fires it down the middle, and McMurrin can't make the play. Great play that time by Schneider as he was back there waiting. And that was Sam Hendrickson, the deep safety, that made the play. Nice play by Sam. So it'll bring up 2nd down. Very close to a big play for ELC. But again, those good athletes from Spirit Lake, boy, they can cover you. As we said, Coach Brown in basketball is going to have the best defensive basketball team we'll see this year. So 2nd down and 10. Estherville went big on the 1st down. Going to run it up the middle this time and slamming forward for some positive yardage. Nice tough run that time by ELC as they look to put the ball in there, and that was Cale Shadow with a rugged run. Gained a good 5 yards. So 2 downs to gain 5 yards, I would believe, Rob, with 7:34 to go, down 21-0. And we'll see what the young quarterback can do. Leighton Yeager. They're going to go with a stack to the left side. Looks like quarterback run here. It is. And puts his head down, finds some running room, has himself his 1st down. All the commotion to the left, cut it back to the right. And nice play by ELC and a big 1st down. I like that play.
Yeah, good little shoulder fake there, and got the defense to lean a little bit and take off around the end there. Nice job.
21-0 on your Premier Communications scoreboard. Next week, we'll have another 4 games. Dakota Valley Panthers ranked number 4 in Class 1A. Mitch McCumber and his group will be over there for that game. We'll have East High. There's another slam up the middle. And Estherville putting the ball on the ground and picking up some yards that way as the big fellas up front trying to make some holes for some running room as James Richard got the call and leaned forward for about 3 yards. Clock running at 6:32, 21-0. Slow start to this football game as they were first few possessions were penalty plagued, but now they're finding some rhythm. The young quarterback, Leighton Yeager looks, fires, good pass right there, and very close to his first down. Going to be about a yard short as they fired there to Tate White. Nice looking play. And it's going to bring up a third down and a tough spot, as I thought it was a little closer, but we're way up here. They're way down there. They have a probably better view than we have and probably much better eyes. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Nice drive here by Estherville as they've moved it to the 26-yard line of Spirit Lake. 3rd down and 2. Need to get a positive yard here. They go with an option and fumble the football, and Tate White couldn't quite handle it there. Probably been better off with the little plunge. Probably would have had himself his first down.
Yeah, I think he saw that there was a lot of room around the outside and thought his running back would be able to make that pickup, but the errant pitch just went to the turf.
A lot of ball handling for a 3rd down and 2, in my opinion, but what do I know? So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 6 as they lost 4 when they only needed 2. 4th down and 6. Yeager looks, turns, fires. McMurrin has it, but is going to be well short of his first down as the Indians gobble that one up, and the ball's turned over on downs as Terry Sexton Sr. came up, and Terry made the play. The ball go right back over to Spirit Lake, so a nice drive by Estherville. Stopped short, and now this explosive Spirit Lake offense will have a chance here with 4:54 to go in the first half. 3 touchdowns by Bode Higgins been the difference, including a beautiful 43-yard run. So Lunt, little draw play, bounce into the outside is Ditzler, not down yet, and rolls forward, and you better put both hands on him. Well, that was McClowan who got the ball, and he slammed it forward. He wasn't down quite yet.
Nice job keeping his feet there with his hands.
Isaiah's a football player. He didn't hear a whistle, so he just kept going. So instead of picking up 3 yards, he ends up with 7. Almost a lot more. Clock running, 4:21 to go. On your Premier Communications scoreboard. Again, the fly sweep fake, and Higgins gets the ball, and he slams it right up the middle. Little counter trap. Got an excellent block up there by Tyson Robinson, and that's going to be a first down. Also got a nice block by Jasper Robinson, number 64. Nice block by Jasper, opened it up. As they went with a little counter trap, and away we went. We see that play ran over and over with the big boys, but this Spirit Lake, they like to spread it out. Again, a little counter. Fake the fly sweep and go smack up the middle, so you soften up the outside, and then you start smashing it down the middle. Bode Higgins picks up 5 on first down. Clock running at 3:30, 21-0 in favor of Spirit Lake. The top scoring team in Class 2A, maybe the top scoring team in all of high school football in Iowa, the way they're putting up points.
Put a lot up so far, a few more here tonight.
Lunt, this time they go outside. Higgins looks, puts his shoulder down, slams forward to the 37-yard line. Nice tackle in there by number 15, Lake Rezak, as Lake saw a train coming and decided, well, I think I'll see if I can stop it, and he did. Nice tackle right there, or Bode Higgins would have another touchdown.
Yeah, he came up and just got enough of him. He about kept his balance to keep going, tripped him up, and to the turf he goes.
Those big boys up front for Spirit Lake are starting to create holes everywhere. 2:49 to go. Lunt again right up the middle and getting to about the 24-yard line. That time was J.D. Snyder. And they can hit you with a lot of players. It's so funny. Every time we've had Spirit Lake, there seems to be a different star having a different big game. We've seen Snyder with some big games already. Of course, the Stecker boys, quarterback Cade Lunt. Bode Higgins not only playing well tonight, but he's played well elsewhere. And Will Ditzworth game against Algona was something to remember. 2nd down and 8. Ball fake. Fire over the middle. And there's Ethan Stecker. And that's a touchdown for Spirit Lake. So play action fake. And Ethan Stecker has his 7th touchdown of the season. A perfect pass from Cade Lunt. KCAU Instant Replay. And you can watch highlights tonight on Sports Zone with Anthony Mitchell, and that might be one of them. Great play action fake. And there's that post play they went back to. They missed on it earlier, but got it this time. And there's your touchdown, and it's 28-0. Young sophomore goes up, does a little pooch kick, doesn't want to hit the drone way up there. Looks like he's trying to avoid that. And it's 28-0 when we come back on Metro Sports. Big touchdown by the Indians.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection. Connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Welcome back. Big touchdown by Spirit Lake. Ethan Stecker on the touchdown pass from Cade Lunt. Central Bank has been a family-owned business. Now located 3 locations in Sioux Falls, 3 in Sioux City. You have telephone access to Central Bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Bank at Central Bank, proud sponsor of Metro Sports pregame show. 4 pregame shows tonight, 3 next Friday, and then we're getting to the nitty-gritty as the playoffs right around the corner. And this Spirit Lake football team, if they can stay healthy, look out. Metro Sports TV and CF Industries is proud to present live high school football tonight and every Friday night until the semifinals. Hopefully we have a lot of our featured schools in the quarterfinals. That's always fun, isn't it, Rob?
Oh, yeah, I love the playoffs. Good, great time of year.
Now, motion on ELC. They've been hit by the penalty bug tonight. That is already their 7th penalty. And when you're a heavy underdog and you're making mistakes like that on first down, you get behind the chains. Never a good thing. So 1st down and 15. Estherville had a promising drive that ended at the 25-yard line of Spirit Lake the last time. And they're going to have to really go this way. Fire, and that ball's intercepted. And this one might come back for 6. It's Ditzworth, and the big linebacker brings it in on the pick 6 by Will Ditzworth. And just like that, it's 34-0. On our KCAU Instant Replay, rolls, Ditzworth sees it, threw it in the crowd, and he gets in the open field. He's just looking to run over somebody, and he does for the touchdown, Spirit Lake. And it's 34-0 with the extra point pending. So that brings this big crowd to its feet. Back-to-back plays, back-to-back touchdowns by Spirit Lake. When we say they're explosive, we mean it. We got a timeout called as we've got not enough players on the field for Spirit Lake. As Dylan Stecker's going to say, oh, I'll play. Dylan likes to play football. He goes, I'll go on the extra point. Even if I'm not, I'm going to go out there. I thought they were going to call time to move that drone. How come we can't get our drone that close? Look at that thing. Gonna have to find this pilot.
Yeah, you buzz right up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give us an Amazon delivery.
So extra point. Keegan Rader going to kick this one again as the young sophomore has shown a promising future with these big kicks. Number 27. So he's give Will Ditzworth somewhat of a rest so he doesn't have to be on the field. Kick is up and kick is good. And just like that, it's 35-0 with 1:48 to go before halftime. Spirit Lake, back-to-back touchdowns on back-to-back plays. We'll be back right after this. Presented by CF Industries. Go to Metro Sports TV, including our outstanding advertisers, including Central Bank, Vernite Motor Cars, Greenberg Jewelry, Sioux City Tarps, Baumgars, Bodega Grill, Family First Dental, ILCC, H2O To Go, United Sports Academy, and the Wall of Fame of Sioux City. If you'd like to advertise on Metro Sports, give us a call. We'll put you on our platform. We show plenty of games, and you will get plenty of opportunities to help us build your brand. So 1:41 to go, 35-0, just like this. Rob, slow start for the Indians, but then look out.
Yeah, they got their feet under them a little bit, and a couple defensive pickoffs has helped in the scoring situation. Of course, none bigger than that last one as they rumble back on the pick six. So ELC digging too big a hole to come back out of. Don't want to let any give up any more here.
Certainly don't. They've been getting in their own way, especially on first down with the penalties, putting themselves in tough situations. They have potential as the young quarterback's going to keep it on a quarterback draw. Had a nice run before of about 14 yards, but nothing there. As Spirit Lake is going to call timeout and try to get another possession before Terry Sexton makes his second big play of the game. And now Coach Beloit can afford to get some of his young kids in, get them experience going into it, and better yet, keep those frontline players healthy going into the playoffs.
Yeah, as we talked about this a number of times with high school teams, is healthy is huge, and it can decimate a team in one game if there's several athletes that go down. So it's one of those issues with the playing a lot on both sides of the ball, and we see a number of players doing that in both these teams.
Indeed. We were talking about that on the way up. Last year, remember, there was a lot of injuries, a lot of key players injured. Of course, East High, one of our features, 3 of their top players went down. West Sioux had some players go down. Unfortunately, I'm jumping the gun here because West Sioux's outstanding quarterback, Blake Wiggins, went down. But seems like it's been a cleaner season regarding injuries so far. Knock on wood. Let's keep it that way. So ELC will look. They're going to go long, have a man out there. It's McCurran, and he can't hang on. Oh, that was a big play. The ball was thrown beautifully, and he just could not hold on to the football. How do you do?
Just skidded right through his hands and off his shoulder, and just a tough play, and you feel bad for a kid like that and the quarterback. And he stood in there and got punished after he released the ball.
Threw a strike. And you just got to make that play, and that's a tough one right there for ELC. Sincere is their leading receiver, one of the leading receivers in the state, and could not pull that one in, and that would have been a big play. Probably would have went for 6, would have been a foot race to the end zone, and But instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 11, and that's a live ball, I believe. Nope, they're going to say it's forward pass, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So with 42 seconds to go, Coach Beloit probably liking this. You got to use your less than 2-minute drill here and see if you can score another touchdown, but more importantly, practice your short clock offense.
And it's going to be a short clock as it's running, so he's going to have to
use his timeouts well. I forgot 35-0. It does start running.
According to the scoreboard, there's no timeouts left for Spirit Lake.
Remember, you can rewatch this game on demand at Metro Sports TV. Just go and go to our YouTube platform, as Metro Sports went to YouTube. Pretty happy with that, as the logins have been many, and the on-demand replays a lot, and we appreciate all the support at Metro Sports, especially here in the Lakes region. Very happy to be here at Spirit Lake. As hanging back is Jacek Miller, the outstanding sophomore. Boy, he's got a lot of good football in front of him, and watch out, he could bring this one to the house. McClowan is over on the right. We've seen him take it to the house. Low snap, picked up, low line drive, can be returned, caught by Isaiah, gets a block and turns to the outside, gets out of bounds wisely, takes a late hit at the 45. That's going to bring it to the 30. And with 34 seconds to go, you really don't want Spirit Lake inside your 30-yard line with this passing attack.
No, you don't want to do that. I think a little frustration over there on the sideline, and a little extra help once he's out of bounds to the ground. And just one of those things when you get behind playing a neighboring school like this, sometimes frustration kicks in.
Well, I'll tell you what, back in the day, Rob,
yes, sir.
The way 1980s, this place didn't look like it does now. I'll tell you that much.
I'm looking at this place, and what a beautiful place. They've got the new tailgate area back there, heated and covered. You don't see that much in 2A football.
Cade Lunt poised, fires to the sidelines, trying to get out of bounds. He does. Is Dylan Stecker, and
going to have to hustle, though, as it's a running clock.
It is a running clock, as it doesn't matter if he gets out of bounds. Like we said, we're working on short clock. They're really working on short clock. Stecker looks, going to lob it up for Ethan Stecker. Touchdown. Just lobbed it up at 6'5", and that is a touchdown, and what a pass by Lunt.
Yeah, a little insult to injury here is just a beautiful pass, though, thrown here, and nice catch there on the left side of the end zone.
On the KCAU instant replay, you could probably see that highlight by Anthony Mitchell on Sports Zone as they lay it up for the Iowa State recruit. And Ethan Stecker has another touchdown, his second of the night, and his 8th of the season. So Ryder will kick the extra point. Young sophomore gets a snap and smacks that one up towards the Minnesota border. And with 9 seconds to go, it's 42-0, Rob. And Spirit Lake got it going. ELC didn't help themselves. Big drop pass on the last possession. Probably would have went for a touchdown. That gets things going. Now you're looking at a running clock the rest of the way.
Yeah, and add that penalty in there, giving a free 15 yards to Spirit Lake, puts them right at just inside the 30 there. And an explosive offense like this, you don't want to give them any kind of yards, and that just come back to bite them right there.
You bet. Next Friday night on Metro Sports, number 4 ranked Sioux Falls Jefferson against number 2 Harrisburg at Harrisburg. Have I ever put you up there? Harrisburg, you talk about an unbelievable facility.
I haven't been there for football, but we did basketball up there. I remember that, and they were unbelievable.
Always great to go up. So Metro Sports will have Sioux Falls Jefferson against Harrisburg next week. Mitch McCumber and his group will have number 4 ranked Dakota Valley against number 8 ranked West Central. Those two teams always get after it. And then I'll be at East High as East High will take on Des Moines Lincoln. Always an exciting game when those two football teams to get together. And where are you at next week? You going to get a week off finally?
I haven't landed yet, so I might just stay here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. We'll be here Tuesday for Spirit Lake Indian Volleyball. Looking forward to that as they take on Spencer. So Rob Maynard will have the play-by-play of that. And again, on KCAU Sports Zone, you can watch highlights of Spirit Lake athletics all season long. One of the benefits of being a featured school of Metro Sports TV. A little shout out to our new cameraman, Johnny Depp Jr., helping us out tonight. No, former outstanding player at ELC. Matthew Christensen, boy, he was a good one. All those Christensen boys could play a little football. Not quite as good as the Schultz boys, but they'll do in a crunch. And that's going to end your first half with your score. The Spirit Lake Indians 42, ELC 0. We'll be back right after this. This is halftime on Metro Sports, brought to you by Greenberg's Jeweler. 42-0. The fourth-ranked Indians lead.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
KCAU and Metro Sports TV have teamed up to give you the most complete sports coverage in Siouxland. Watch live full broadcasts of local high school sports on SiouxlandProud.com. Just click Live Sporting Events under the Sports tab. KCAU 9 and Metro Sports TV. We're Siouxland proud.
Take the ride to Wattie's Bar and Grill. Enjoy delicious burgers, steak tips, wings, and the best pizza around. Get a Chiefs Bloody Mary and make sure to grab a half gallon to take home. Take the ride to Wattie's Bar and Grill in Hudson, South Dakota.
Welcome back. 42-0 is your score here at halftime as the highly ranked Indians are showing their power with an explosive end of the quarter, second quarter scoring run to lead here 42-0 against a hard luck ELC team that just simply cannot get out of its own way. 42-0 your score as Bode Higgins has 3 touchdowns runs for Spirit Lake, 2 touchdowns for Ethan Stecker. Big quarter for Cade Lunt as he continues to show his talent as this football team continues to show its talent as they lead 42-0 here. It's homecoming here at Spirit Lake on a beautiful night. When we come back here at halftime, we're going to have the superintendent of schools here, Dr. David Smith of Spirit Lake, is going to join us here at Metro Sports when we come back.
Bob Rose presents Do You Know Pizza? The exciting trivia game where if you don't know pizza, just wing it. True or false? Romanian Christian Dimitru ate 200 pounds of pizza in a week.
Mamma mia, that's a lot of pizza.
Bob Rose knows pizza, and they know how to feed a hungry family. Pizza, wings, burgers, chicken, and more. Bob Rose, where good food and good times gather.
A lot happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
It's homecoming here in Spirit Lake, and in front of this huge crowd, 42-0. The outstanding Spirit Lake Indians showed us a great show here in the first half. Joining us now is the superintendent of schools, Dr. David Smith. And Dr. Smith, you have got to be thrilled. What a crowd, what a setting.
Well, Rachel, our athletic director, just told me this is our largest crowd of the year. We had a great crowd against Algona to start the year with their talent. And, people showing out for homecoming. It's been a great week. All the activities for the kids. People are excited. Our community always comes out in full force for football. And, we got a good product on the field this year again. And so it's pretty fun to watch.
I would say your football team, Coach Josh Beloit, what a job he has done. And we are so entertained coming up and watching Spirit Lake football.
Yeah, I've been here 15 years. Josh came a year or two before me, and he didn't win before I got here, so I remind him. He didn't do much till I got here. But he's one heck of a guy. He's one heck of a coach. If I was an athletic director at any level, I'd take Josh Beloit and put him in my football program because he's a great character person. He's teaches the right way, and you wouldn't want anybody else around your kids. He's first class.
I was going to ask you, how have you been able to keep the Vultures? I hate to tell you this, but West Des Moines Dowlings, Gary Swenson, probably someone you know. Well, they're probably coming up here.
He's an alum, and we're lucky to live where we live because people, when they come here, they don't want to leave Spirit Lake. And so we're blessed to have the lakes and the people that we have here, and the beautiful facilities and awesome Board of Education, and we got just great people running the show here, and our teachers are first class, and just blessed.
Dr. David Smith is the superintendent of Spirit Lake School, is our guest here on Metro Sports TV. I wanted to talk to you about this facilities. Now, I'm from just down the road, and you're kind of beating the heck out of where I graduated. It was the other way around when we played. I'm going to have to drop this, but this facility did not look like this now. You guys have done an incredible job. Your football field, tailgate, your weight room, your school, unbelievable.
Yeah, just a lot of great vision. When I got here, the board told me that the bleachers that they had in place were condemned, and we're going to have the season using lawn chairs. And I said, well, wait a minute here. Let's talk about this. And we've got such great support in this community where this whole project is pretty much all donated. What you look and see out there with the softball, baseball donated. A lot of the other facilities in the outdoor donated. And we've had one great leader in our community, John Brown, who's done so much for us, Central Bank. He's just been such a great player, and he just comes to us in this building that's over here now at the Plaza, the John Brown Plaza, that hosts all of our tailgates and lunch and supper. And it's going to be a baseball, softball hitting cage in the winter time, so it's going to be beautiful, multi-use. He facilitated that, no cost to the districts, which allows us to do a lot of other things with our funds because we're able to hit the education portion inside in the building. So it's really awesome.
It's truly an event. That's why we enjoy it so much at Metro Sports, coming to show your athletic. It's an event. Your football games, you have your band just really blaring it out there. Your football team, the crowd. It's just a spectacular Friday night in Spirit Lake.
It really is. It always has been. You have people coming at 10 in the morning to put their blankets out in the seats, and that's always been kind of a fun tradition of ours. People show up and they want to get a great seat and get their blankets out. Every event's special here, and we've had a lot of really good teams over the years, and this is no exception. And you guys brought another level to our game because your broadcasts, people are talking to you about it, and we've been getting hit up about what a great move it is to have you guys join us and partner with us, and the production that you guys put on is first class.
Well, we appreciate that,
really
but
done a lot.
Really helps. Another thing, with all the success you had and your staff, outstanding. Angela, Chad, Chris, Clint, you go down the line, Coach Beloit. What an outstanding staff that you do have here.
Kind of like Josh's philosophy of football, built for others, just working for the person next to you. Our entire staff from top to bottom, everybody kind of has the same philosophy. And we have a really good culture here. We've had it for numerous years, but it's really strong this year, and a lot of great people. Angela's, she's a workhorse and does everything to make sure everything is perfect, and makes a lot of us look really, really good. So we're just fortunate to have really great people here working at Spirit Lake.
Absolutely, and we really enjoy it. And Tuesday night we have a special event we're looking forward to. We'll have Spirit Lake Indian Volleyball live on Metro Sports.
Man, we're excited about that. With your production you've done for this, we can't wait to see what you do with the volleyball. And our girls are having a really nice season. Got some new coaches in there, and kids are working really hard, playing well, so it's going to be fun night.
And we'll have to do a little shout out to our partners at KCAU, Spirit Lake highlights, and there's plenty of those, especially in the football, featured on Sports Zone every Friday night.
And that's where our fans go after the game to check out and see who else is playing and see what the other scores are, so that's great.
Absolutely. Dr. David Smith joining us halftime. Appreciate all the help. Appreciate the show that you guys put on here at Spirit Lake.
Well, thank you guys. The pleasure's ours, and we're happy to have you, and thanks for being a part of this.
Okay, thank you very much. We're at halftime. Dr. David Smith joining us. It's 42-0 when we come back with more halftime highlights here on Metro Sports TV.
Take the ride to Waddy's Bar and Grill. Enjoy delicious burgers, steak tips, wings, and the best pizza around. Get a Chief's Bloody Mary and make sure to grab a half gallon to take home. Take the ride to Waddy's Bar and Grill in Hudson, South Dakota.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
The The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Take the ride to Waddy's Bar and Grill. Enjoy delicious burgers, steak tips, wings, and the best pizza around. Get a Chiefs Bloody Mary and make sure to grab a half gallon to take home. Take the ride to Waddy's Bar and Grill in Hudson, South Dakota.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
We're at halftime here at homecoming for Spirit Lake, and it's been all Indians 42-0 over a penalty-plagued ELC football team as Coach Chad Rezak. They had their moments, but haven't been able to just quite get over the hump here tonight as they trail 42-0 as we look at some of the first half highlights. And it's all been Spirit Lake as they, after a slow start, they got things rolling and started clicking in as our instant replay is brought to you by KCAU. And there's Bode Higgins, the big back, 190 pounds, scoring the first of his 3 touchdowns in the first half with that jet sweep that has been so effective for the Indians tonight as they found out on the perimeter how to go. And once that happens, little play action fake, and there's the pass to Ethan Stecker as one of his 2 touchdowns. The Iowa State recruit was wide open on that as a well-executed touchdown pass by Lunt. And here's the big interception by Will Ditzworth, and Big Will, once he gets those shoulders square and those legs running, really tough to bring down that pick 6. And here's Ethan Stecker here. They just go up to the big receiver, and Lunt throws just a beautiful ball to his outside shoulder for the touchdown. 42-0 here. And Rob Maynard with us, and a Spirit Lake team doesn't seem to disappoint.
No, each time we come up here thus far in the season, it's just been a real offensive show. And, of course, what are they averaging? About
43, I believe. Yeah,
42, 43, and 42 points here in the first half has kind of been what it's been this year up here since that Algona game. And that Algona game, they didn't. It wasn't for a lack of scoring there either. They just battled back and showed the resilience, and it just put them in the next gear after that loss.
And for Coach Rezak's football team, they showed some promise. Yeah, you've got to love the junior quarterback, as he's done such a nice job staying in, taking a few hits. But Leighton Yeager, 2 big interceptions, thrown some nice balls. Team's got a lot of juniors. They have an opportunity to be pretty good by the time it's all said and done.
No, yeah, I think they got some components there, just kind of getting them in rhythm and playing together. I think it's a little bit of maybe a little letdown there at the end of right at the beginning of the second quarter, giving up that 3rd touchdown. And then, shooting themselves in the foot, penalties.
9 penalties in the first half and a drop bomb. Sincere McMurrin's going to probably not sleep after that. He had a chance for a 70-yard touchdown catch and run, just let it slip out of his hands.
Yeah, he sincerely felt bad about that as he didn't make that catch, as it went right off his fingertips, off his back shoulder and out. And had he caught that ball, he was on the backside of the defense. That was probably 6.
Indeed. So maybe the second half they can get this thing rolling here, as a couple scores coming in. And a game we talked about on the way down here, West Lyon versus Cherokee. Cherokee leads 18-0 in the second half. We didn't see that one coming. We knew Cherokee was a good football team, but we thought West Lyon was the Spirit Lake, see them in the Dome Championship type of game.
Yeah, it still could possibly be that. I really think West Lyon's got an outstanding team, and of course, they're somewhat young, but I look for them to be deep in the playoffs, and of course I look for the Spirit Lake team to be deep in the playoffs. But yeah, it's a little surprise. I didn't expect Cherokee to be that good. A couple teams that I've seen play them, I've witnessed those teams play other teams. I didn't think that Cherokee had all that much power, but boy, maybe another team.
That young quarterback, sophomore last year and junior this year, he's an outstanding quarterback. But it'll be interesting to see that. But as you said, a lot of football to be played. Certainly the rest of this season and into the postseason. Tonight's football game is presented by CF Industries. CF Industries provides clean energy to feed and fuel the world. And you can find your next career at CF Industries, as you can go to their website. And if you want to start a great career, go to CF Industries. And thank you to our good friends from Central Bank. Telephone access to Central Bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Central Bank has been making it happen since 1877. How about that, Rob?
Yeah, that's quite a long time. Sure.
Indeed. And stay tuned for our Wall of Fame player of the game after the game. Wall of Fame of Sioux City. Go for all your embroidery needs at Wall of Fame as we get starting the second half here, as a couple more scores. West Sioux trails OAGBIC. Did I get that right?
No,
I'm not very good at that.
Not really close.
21-7 is that score, as West Sioux, one of our featured schools, try to battle back. They lost their outstanding quarterback, Blake Wiggins. So that has handicapped their chances, but they're still in the football game. It's 42-0 right here is the score, as Hinton leads Maple Valley 28-0. Quiet, good season by the Hinton Blackhawks, one of our featured schools just outside of Sioux City.
Yeah, they stumbled a little bit against Ridgeview, and now they've kind of got things back going again. That MVA OCOU team is pretty solid. There's another alphabet.
See, you're really good at that. So Leighton Yeager brings up for Estherville, and they're going to get a delay of game to start right now, as legal procedure, as Estherville has had way too many of those, what do you call them, unforced errors, Rob?
Yeah, I guess you'd call them unforced errors, all right. It's just one of those things that, like I say, you shoot yourself in the foot and you do it inside your half of the field. Inside your red zone is really not something you want to do.
So Leighton Yeager, the junior quarterback, will hand off, as Estherville's going to try to play a little smash mouth. And Cale Shadow, who's had a nice first half, slams it forward for gain of 4 yards. Ethan Stecker from that defensive end position makes the tackle. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 12. Thank you to Dr. David Smith for joining us on Metro Sports, as we really got it going on at this school. Well, finest districts in the city. Here's Shadow popping it up. Wants to get his blocker out of the way, and Kale smacks it up forward for another nice gain right there. Would have been a little better had his blocker been reading him as he ran into Blake Aarons, a sophomore. Blake, you got to go hit somebody in the opposite uniform there.
I think it's just one of those things, got tangled up and just kind of got in the way.
Well, let's bring up 3rd 8, and this is going to be a learning experience right now for Leighton Yeager. Thrown a couple interceptions on 3rd and long plays, and this one we'll see what he does. A little play action fake as he rolls to his right where he's a lot better and completes the pass, but Dylan Stecker is over there to make a hit, and a good hit right there, as well as Terry Sexton. And Terry's been all over the field tonight making some good hits, as the senior, 5'11", 175 pounds, makes another tackle. Going to be well short of the 1st down, and I do like when they roll Yeager to the right rather than to the left. He looks a lot more comfortable throwing the football.
Yeah, I think he should be. I mean, that's easier throw, but he's still going to the short side of the field, and sometimes
we've always wondered. Hunter Deckers used to get away with that, going to his right as a left-hander. Here's a punt, high and deep, and fair catch called by Jacek Miller.
There's a little difference when you have a quarterback like Hunter Deckers. That
6'5", about on a comfortable day about 225.
And
boy, he's playing well at Iowa Western, isn't he?
Yeah.
You're heading down there this weekend?
No, I'm not going to go down. 2 weeks. I'm going to go down and check out Hunter.
I'm going to go check out the Southern California Trojans up in Minneapolis.
I didn't get that invite, so I'll be at a pumpkin patch.
Yeah, no, that. Well, I don't have grandkids yet, and unfortunately, but my day will come, Rob. So 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Don't feel sorry for me.
Lunt hands off, slamming ahead is Bode Higgins, who had a big first half. And on the counter play, he runs for about 2 yards as Nate Brown made the tackle on the play for ELC, as we'll see the starters. And you want to go about one series with your first team. That's normal, and it's not unsportsman by any means, but these kids got to stay sharp too. Lunt, the quarterback, in trouble. Going to step up in this one. He's going to want back as the ball is intercepted nicely by Kendall Malachek, and Malachek makes the interception as they drop back, and Cade certainly is going to watch film and probably not want that. And once again, there's that roll to the left by a right-hander, and that's just tough to do.
Yeah, that's put him in a bad spot there, and he got good pressure by the defense in the backfield, and he just threw it across the middle of the field where all the linebackers are, and it's just a tough spot for any receiver to try and get.
Nice interception by Kendall Malachek, the senior, and a chance for Estherville to get on the scoreboard, trailing 42-0. Little quarterback draw and trying to pick his way through, and there's nothing really there for Yeager, the junior quarterback. He leans forward for a gain of 2. J.D. Schneider came up and made the tackle. J.D.'s always making tackles all over the field. The one thing about these Spirit Lake kids that any coach, they love to play the game of football. That game against Algona showed me, though it was a loss, they were giving up 60 pounds per man, but man, they played hard throughout.
All the way to the final horn, and had a shot there at the end. And,
absolutely.
And just an outstanding game, and just shows you the resilience. And like I said, they've battled back and have been nothing but positive since.
James Richard leans forward. Is going to bring up about a 3rd down and a long 8 for ELC, and we'll see what Coach Rezak has for his quarterback, as they need to get some first downs here. They still go back to the old huddle. You don't see much of that anymore. Certainly at the 5 and 4A classes. 3rd down and 8. 42-0 is your score. The 4th-ranked Spirit Lake Indians lead. They look. They fires it out. Nice play. Nice catch. May have his first down if he can get out of a tackle. Can't. James Richard made the catch, but was brought down by Schneider. It's going to bring up 4th down, and obviously down 42-0. You're going to, with a running clock, you're going to go for it. See what the ELC can come up with on 4th down and 3. I'd like to see him pick up a first down. They've had a couple of threats, had a nice drive mid-second quarter, couldn't do it, and then they unfortunately dropped a long pass that would have went for a touchdown, but they have a chance here on 4th and 3. Here's the snap, rolling to his right, cuts it back, has running room, breaks to the outside, got his first down. Nice run by Leighton Yeager, who has shown some moxie at quarterback. Second big run of the night for Leighton.
Nice cut back there as he's coming to his right and saw a hole back to that left. Nice job by him as he went back around that end and first down.
I like this little quarterback. And just a junior, you always like, I know coaches do, when he's a junior and comes back for that senior year, they're almost, I'd say, about twice as good, believe it or not. Put on a little more weight.
Go through that maturity process and really start to figure out the game.
Unfortunately, we got, we might have encroachment on the Indians here. Nope, we're going back the other way, and double digit in penalties never helps any football team.
Those are the things when you're playing a team like Spirit Lake that you really, really cannot let happen.
Indeed. So that's going to put them behind the chains again, first down and 15. So ELC has not helped themselves with the little things, little quarterback draw, popping through there and weaving and looking and picking up positive yardage is Leighton Yeager, who looks like he likes to play a little bit of football too. 6'1", 170 pounds, but he's very willing. He's not afraid to put his head down.
No, he's going to hang in there and keep marching toward the end zone on this drive.
Don't know
so
if
far so good.
Coach Rezac really wants him to do. 42-0. Want this kid back next year. He's going to be a good one. Leighton Yeager. Snap here, looks, gets to the outside. Ethan Stecker after him, and the Iowa State recruit's going to eat him up at 6'5". So now the reserves are starting to come in for Spirit Lake as they're getting a few snaps in for their. They need to stay sharp throughout as their schedule tough on the front end, but in about 3 or 4 weeks, it's going to get very interesting once the playoffs come along. And I would think, Rob, we may be back here for a playoff game. What's your thoughts?
Oh,
I never know. I never know how these playoffs go. You got a good handle on it.
First round, they'll be here. I'm sure of it.
3rd and 12. Looking, firing a bullet. Oh, the ball's intercepted. Nice play right there. As that's just a good athletic play by the Indians as they fired up there, and making the pick beautifully was the linebacker, Will Ditzworth, his second of the game.
Hey, you watch this on this KCAU replay, and great concentration on the ball.
You talk about a good football player. He is. Look at that play as he makes another play. What can't that kid do? He kicks extra points. He runs hard from fullback. We've seen him catch passes, make tackles. Now he's dropping back and making picks. So another interception by Spirit Lake. Their third of the night. Second one by Ditzworth. So 1st and 10 for the Indians. As they're going to stick in, here's a handoff right up the middle. And look out. On the foot, on the race goes Bo Higgins. And Bo is going to pick up 33 yards on the play.
Good scamper there. Good blocking on the interior, giving him that second boost of energy on the linebacker crew.
This offensive line for Spirit Lake, Thiesfield, Knutson, Robinson, and Carlson have been awfully good up front, Rob.
Yeah, they've been solid all year long. We saw it against the Algona team, and they've just been a real solid unit. They do a lot of good team blocking.
.210 to go, running clock, 42-0. Spirit Lake trying to go. They go with a wide pitch and slamming in and not wanting to go down. A hard run right there by Ditzworth as he's just a load to bring down. Alex Castillo, senior cornerback, came up and tripped him up, and that's a hard thing to do. Well, Spirit Lake looking to keep things rolling as they rank number 4 in Class 2A, maybe even go up a notch if Cherokee can hang on to a lead against West Lyon. Again, Ditzworth, and going to break to the outside and see if he has the speed. Stiff arms and crawls it to about the 47. Might have ourselves a face mask, I believe. Nice tackle again by Castillo, and Alex has shown some moxie there at the corner. A couple of nice tackles against a tough guy to bring down.
Yeah, great stiff arm there, and he was able to fend off that stiff arm.
We're going to get a rare offensive face mask on offense. Boy, you don't see that much. Coach Beloit wants to know if it went both ways, but they're going to say, no, not quite, as that's going to send it back. So first time in a while, Spirit Lake has gone backwards on any plays, and just means they're going to get a few more reps in here for Cade Lunt, the field general for this outstanding offense. So second down and 21. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Fake. They're going to go with a fade. Wheel route, and Stecker couldn't quite get to that. Amari Armstrong, his sophomore, back deep on the coverage, and good coverage indeed. We've seen Armstrong on a couple of deep plays play him very well.
Yeah, he's good at the drop back, keep his eyes on the ball, head up field. Nice defense.
Some of these young players for Estherville are get in the weight room, work hard at it. Could be pretty good. Could be maybe even better to Johnny Depp Jr., Matthew Christensen to my right, the former All-Stater at Estherville. Outstanding receiver. Did you know that?
Did not.
Yeah,
fact,
played in the All-Star game.
Just met the young man tonight.
Yeah, good dude, isn't he?
Coyote shows up, thank God. Otherwise, I'd be running the camera too.
Well, hey, you're doing everything else. That's going to end the third quarter. Spirit Lake comfortably ahead, 42-0 when we come back on Metro Sports. Join us next week on Metro Sports. A whole bunch of good football games, including Sioux Falls Jefferson against number 2 Harrisburg at Harrisburg. Brad Newitt and his crew will be at that one. Dakota Valley ranked 4th will play number 8 West Central. Those two football teams, we've seen those guys clash together, clash many times, and Mitch McCumber and his group will have that game. I'll be at Olson Stadium for 5-3 Sioux City East against Des Moines Lincoln. Looking forward to that game. Shout out to all the people locked in, including Larry Jennis from Primgar watching tonight as the Indians keep rolling here. Go on to Metro Sports after this game if you want to watch some good football. We'd halftime from Sioux Falls Lincoln, ranked number 1. There's a snap over the head. Lunt makes a very athletic play. Now he tries to make something positive and puts his shoulders down, but ELC waiting for him right there and making the tackle for the loss. Liam Brown, who's played a nice game at tackle for ELC, came up and made the tackle. So that's going to bring up 4th and 25. They're going to have to punt the football away. And I would say that might be the final series for the frontliners for Spirit Lake.
Yeah, I would definitely guess that. That's kind of what Coach Voigt, he wanted to see a little bit of positive here in the second half. Hasn't seen a lot, to be honest. ELC's kind of stepped up their game. And
Lump will also do the punting under duress, but gets it high in the tail dragger, and it's a good one. Should take, comes back the other way. And downed at the 40-yard line. And ELC will take over. Big crowd here at Spirit Lake, as there normally is. And as we talked to Dr. Smith at halftime, it's quite an event. Friday night football here at Spirit Lake.
Yeah.
Well-coached football team. Coach Beloit's won 2 state championship teams. This football team has a chance for number 3.
Yeah, very solid group they've got on the field. And like you talk about the facilities, talk about the crowd. Each and every night we've been here has been an outstanding crowd.
You bet. As ELC fires it out there, and nice play right there by J.D. Snyder. J.D., one of the better defensive backs in Class 2A, always making big plays on a big play football team. So Leighton Yeager will step up, see if he can make a little counter play, and that's a popping in there and maybe going. And nice tackle is Dylan Petta, who's been quiet. Dylan's had quite a year. One of the leading tacklers in the state, been pretty quiet. They need to give him the football a little more often, but unfortunately he's going to hobble off. Got hit a little bit low there, but that's a nice positive play for ELC.
Yeah, great run there. You hate to see the youngster.
Yeah, he needs to see the football just a few more times.
Yeah, pulling himself to the sideline there. Looked like he's holding his ankle.
Yeah, he got hit low on there, and they'll go with a little counter play as Shadow tries to bounce outside. And Kale's going to have positive yardage. Kale's ran the ball hard. Senior stuck out, stayed out for football. It's a lot of hard work. All these morning workouts and summer workouts and all kinds of responsibilities to play football anymore. So any of these kids that come out and play and they stay, all kudos to them.
Absolutely. A lot of time in the weight room, that extra efforts. They play the summer 7-on-7. There's all kinds of things now. It isn't just the fall sport.
Shadow again on the carry as he slams it forward. Good sportsmanship by these 2 neighbors. Just a short 15 miles away. It was always a quick journey over here. Spent most of the time on the west side. That big body of water was very inviting.
Well, I spent many a days in both.
I always forget you're ILCC guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody wants me to come back to Estherville, but I'm going to get there.
Speaking of that, we'll be have an ILCC basketball, both boys and girls, this winter. Looking forward to that. Should be fine. And then this Tuesday night, Spirit Lake volleyball against Spencer. 4th down and 1 here as Estherville trying to get on the scoreboard before the final minutes tick away here as they'll regroup. Came off a big win last week, and they've got a couple more wins here towards the end of school. 4th and 1, they're going to try to get it leaning forward, and great effort right there by Leighton Yeager. As I'll tell you what, this kid, he is a football player. As he was stopped, even at 42-0, gave it that extra and got a first down. He needs to get in the end zone. I'd like to see that kid score a touchdown.
Yeah, you always feel for him a little bit. They're putting their body out there, getting beat on by these big fellas from Spirit Lake, and he's had some punishing hits. We've seen Ethan Stecker got to him a couple times, and good to see him moving the ball here.
He's going to look here, going to fire it up there, has a man, and it is caught at the throat. They lost it out of bounds. Great throw to the outside shoulder, and he just could not bring it in as it was McMurrin again, and Sincere. That would have been a tough catch. But had a chance right here, as you see it on the KCAU instant replay, and Sincere just can't quite bring it in on the contact.
Pretty good defensive recovery there.
Oh, they're going to give him the catch.
They did.
Oh, they did give him the catch. So that'll be first down at the 3. So that was a surprise, but actually glad to see it. So give the pitch and catch. Yeager to McMurrin on a great play. We do have instant replay, but we're going to move this one on. So Estherville now knocking at the door.
Yeah, it was questionable. Probably they must have called it as the ground made the ball, caused the ball to come loose.
Shadow gets to about the 2 and is forced back. As Spirit Lake defense, a lot of reserves in there right now, as Jake Jacobs, a junior, made a hard hit right there. So that'll bring up 2nd and goal as Spirit Lake D, they've got a lot of pride. They like to score their points, but they also like to not let the opponent score. So 2nd down and goal from the 2 for ELC. The quarterback is Leighton Yeager, the junior. Takes a snap, looks, going to try to get to the middle, can't. Going to be stopped right there. Leading the charge again was Jacobs. It's going to bring 3rd and goal right there. And I think if Leighton would have followed his blockers around the perimeter, may have scored on that one as he tried to cut it up in the middle, which the play is designed to do. But there's a lot of people in there. Also on the play was number 53, Jack Barthman, a senior, as he closed it up there and made the tackle. And it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 2. 4:47 to go in the game. ELC trying to put it in the end zone against the number 4 ranked Spirit Lake Indians. Here's a snap, counter. That one's going nowhere. Blake Aarons, a sophomore, got the call. And there was, that was James Richard, a junior, that got the call. But the Spirit Lake defense came flying in there as Jacobs, boy, he likes to play football, made the play on there, as did Caleb Dunn. So now it brings up 4th down and 5. If you're going to throw it, roll him to the right. Estherville's going to call a timeout just to stop the clock. 4th down and goal from the 5. 42-0 right now. And ELC, I'd like to see him put him in the end zone. See what they come up with it. We're going to take a break with him when we come back. 30-second break. When we come back, it's 4th down and 5. ELC trying to score.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection. Connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
4th down and goal from the 5. 42-0 is your score, but ELC trying to get a little energy and score a touchdown right here. Their junior quarterback, Leighton Yeager, has played as tough as a guy can play. They go with a formation. Last time, Yeager took it to the right after going left. He's going to roll to his left, fires, has a man, touchdown. So they threw out of the formation, and James Richard scores a play. Nice formation, nice score. As they ran it last time out of this formation, and this time a nice pass by Estherville as Yeager. Nice little stack. I don't know. That might have had not enough people at the line of scrimmage. I don't know, but we don't care. Touchdown, Estherville. So nice to get them on the scoreboard, and nice to see Leighton Yeager throw his 8th touchdown pass of the season. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. Makes it 42-7 with 4 minutes to go when we come back on Metro Sports. That was Sioux Falls Lincoln.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Senior, been playing line his whole life. He is going to get player of the game. 42-7 on Metro Sports TV. Go to our website at Metro Sports. Please go to our Twitter site, Facebook as well. And follow all of our schedules, our weekly features, game highlights, players of the game. And, of course, you can always rewatch every game on demand, including on our new YouTube. New to us, not new to anybody else, but Metro Sports is now on YouTube. We're also on Twitter Live, and that's been shockingly good. That Twitter Live, or what's it called, X Live, or whatever it's called now, but get a lot of viewers on Twitter Live.
Well, you ought to, on YouTube, be sure you like and subscribe, and that helps us out. And
absolutely.
Sets our numbers up so we can see where we're at.
Big thank you to our presenting sponsor, CF Industries, as they provide clean energy and feed and fuel the world. Spirit Lake's going to pop it right up the middle. Look out, he may go, and he is gone. Jazik Miller, he is exciting as he takes the kick and stumbles in. Got caught at the end, but he got in the end as Jazik Miller caught the low line drive, broke a tackle, and away he went. What an exciting sophomore football. Here's the instant replay back to you as he stumbled through there, and Jazik puts it in gear right there. And Richard, who scored the touchdowns, not giving up. Touchdown. And so what a kick return by the young sophomore. And that makes it 48-7 with the extra point pending. As the crowd that remains got to see a little taste of the future. We're probably going to see Jazik Miller score a few more touchdowns.
Yeah, nice job of blocking there in the middle and opened up a little bit of a hole. And he just got through the stumble. They stumble in the rumble.
Extra point is up. The extra point is good as it goes into the John Brown tailgate area. And it's 49-7 as all of a sudden, with under 4 minutes to go, we've got touchdown after touchdown. Why not? So 49-7 is your score. And we'll see what happens on this possession. So. As Rob said, please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe and like. Watch our on-demand replays. And then Tuesday night, tune in as we'll have volleyball as Spirit Lake Indians and the Spencer Tigers. You haven't been a while since you've called a volleyball game, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
We do one last year?
Last year we did not get any volleyball in. I kind of look forward to it. I love doing volleyball. Of course, something I played for many years, so I know a little bit about the game. And
you're really good at it, too. You can produce if you want.
It's a fun sport, that's for sure.
Indeed. 49-7, Premier Communication is looking ahead for your home or for your business. They keep you connected. We're so proud to pronounce our partnership with Premier Communications. Again, there's a kick. Richard's gonna have to fall on this one. He's gonna let that one go, and he's gonna break a couple of tackles there. And number 35 for Spirit Lake, Sam Van Gendren, sophomore, had his hands around him and got to play it to the whistle. The sophomore will learn to do that. And a little coaching from his, as the coach is going to give him a little talk. Kid, got to wrap him up there and go until it blows, but he'll low that. He's got a lot of football ahead of him. So 49-7 is your score. Now Estherville will have to make a decision whether or not they want to play their young quarterback. I would say that would be good time for him to give somebody else some snaps. He's played well. Has Leighton Yeager threw a touchdown pass on the last possession, but boy, you would not want to get that young man hurt this late in the football game.
No, you don't want it. There's plenty of season left, and you just want to be sure everybody stays healthy and got, like you say, there's some winnable games coming up for ELC, so see what happens here. See what the coach decides.
Yep, just too much Spirit Lake Indian talent tonight. Well-coached football team with a lot of talent and a outstanding quarterback, and their offensive line has done the job tonight. And we've got another penalty. We got a timeout. 2:40 to go. Running clock is. We'll try that one all over again. To 7 is your score as Estherville comes back after scoring on their last possession with a nifty little touchdown pass. Do not have the field position here, but you just never know in this game of football what's going to happen. We're going to run the football up the middle, which is the wise thing to do. Get some of the young kids getting the ball. That was a sophomore, Braden Coulter, getting the carry, so Braden's going to gain positive yardage. Again, they give it to him, and he slams it up for a gain of 5, showing a little bit of quickness there. Tuesday night, we'll be back in Spirit Lake for some volleyball action. And then in 2 weeks, we'll be back here for more Spirit Lake football. I believe they play, you're going to have to help me out with these, the alphabet teams. I just don't quite have those down yet.
Well, I did
doing too many 5A games. There's a handoff right up the middle. And on 4th down, I don't think you want to punt, especially you put Jacek Miller back there. So,
yeah, I did the MVAOCOU game the other night, and it took me to the third quarter to finally get the alphabet down.
They're pretty good at that. So, clock running, under a minute to go, 4th and 5. Spirit Lake's not going to send anybody back. Great sign of sportsmanship by Coach Beloit. There's a snap. There's the kick. Nobody back, so it doesn't really matter. And we've got to start thinking about our Wall of Fame player of the game. You could go with a lot of people. Cade Lund, of course, played a great game. Bode Higgins with 3 touchdowns. Ethan Stecker with a couple of great touchdown catches and an interception. Will Ditzworth with 2 interceptions, 7 tackles. There's a lot of guys to choose from. Jacek Miller showed what he can do. Isaiah McClown does a nice job, and that's going to end your football game. We're going to come back right after this. The Spirit Lake Indians go to 5-1, a 49-7 win over ELC. When we come back, we'll have our Wall of Fame player of the game.
Take the ride to Waddy's Bar and Grill. Enjoy delicious burgers, steak tips, wings, and the best pizza around. Get a Chiefs Bloody Mary and make sure to grab a half-gallon to take home. Take the ride to Waddy's Bar and Grill in Hudson, South Dakota.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking at
highlights. 49-70 is the final score. Spirit Lake now goes to 5-1, ranked number 4. We'll be back here in a couple of weeks to watch more exciting Indian football on Metro Sports. Rob, kind of what we expected. Once Spirit Lake got things rolling, awful tough to stop as you see some of the some of the highlights here.
Yeah, once they got her going, like you say, right there with the run game, of course that opened up the passing game on down. You know, just that offense is very, very tough. And they just continued their onslaught of scoring tonight.
Absolutely good football team. As you see, Bo Higgins score one of his 3 touchdowns tonight. Coach Beloit talking to his football team, get him prepared for what we think a great run. Here's a touchdown to Ethan Stecker, who had a couple of touchdowns tonight. There's that post pattern. They just missed that in the first half, came back to that. Each and every game we bring a Wall of Fame player of the game. So many to choose from. But Rob, Tyson Robinson, the senior, 6'5", 240-pound offensive, defensive lineman, had some nice stops early, had some great blocks. You're going to see, one of the stops right here, but you're going to see he just was outstanding. Ditzworth as well, but our player of the game, Tyson Robinson, the senior, outstanding lineman, outstanding football player.
Yeah, he's a really good football player and well-deserving of the award. And in the other games that we've seen him play, he's been well-deserving of the award as well. He's in there on every play, a lot of work, hard work up front. It's a great asset to have a player like him on your team.
Indeed, that offensive line and defensive line for Spirit Lake keeps getting better and better. So congratulations to Tyson Robinson, our Wall of Fame player of the game for tonight. Thank you for joining us on Metro Sports TV. Thank you to all of our tremendous advertisers who make these games possible. Thank you to Bound for all their statistical and informative system. Thank you to all the good help we receive. Angela, Chad, Clint, Chris, Dr. David Smith, all the help we receive here at Spirit Lake in this outstanding facility to help make these broadcasts possible. Join us next week as we'll have 4 games. Please go to Metro Sports TV, our Twitter page, our YouTube. Please subscribe and like. Also on Facebook and on Metro Sports TV for all of our scheduling and weekly features, including our Wall of Fame player of the game from each game. And remember, you can rewatch this game on demand at Metro Sports Television. Join us Tuesday night. We'll be back here in Spirit Lake. Spirit Lake Volleyball against Spencer. Looking forward to that. We hope you enjoyed tonight's football game. Your final score, the number 4 ranked Spirit Lake Indians win it 49-7. Take care, everybody. We'll see you Tuesday night.
KCAU and Metro Sports TV have teamed up to give you the most complete sports coverage in Siouxland. Watch live full broadcasts of local high school sports on SiouxlandProud.com. Just click Live Sporting Events under the Sports tab. KCAU 9 and Metro Sports TV. We're Siouxland proud.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Josh and Emily are